Welcome. Actually, just working on trying to figure this out. Because I figured out the thing wasn't working. Hello, hi. I was like, I want to remake the ground, and it's like, how do I do that? How did I do that again? Let's see. So I'm actually trying to figure this out again. Welcome. How y'all doing? Let's see. That doesn't make sense. Does that make sense? This makes sense. So I'm just trying to model this again. And then like that. So I'm just trying to quickly get this back in, and then we can use this as a reference or some point. Okay, cool. Okay. Welcome, Mike. How you doing? It's a pretty busy week or so for me, so hopefully you're doing good. Yeah, I've just been working on finals, and I'm still working on finals right now, but it'll take, I guess, just a little break. Yeah, I probably shouldn't go on for too long today. I'm also just waking up, so I'm sorry that I'm not doing that great. Okay, that's that. And then let's do this. Okay. I mean, yeah, just have to make that a little different and wider. So that's my cube. Okay, cool. It's working. It's working. I'll let you guys see what I'm doing. Actually, yeah, let me work on this just one real quick sec. And then I'll do this. I'm working on the ground level again, because I think last time I saved over, I overwrote the my work on the level kind of train part. So now I am trying to quickly get back to where we were. Like that. Okay. There we go. Okay. Welcome, Judd. I'll let you guys in once I save this, and I'll re-import into the game engine. Yeah. So a little off, but at least I can show it off a little, alright. Hi. Hi. Let's see. That's not me. That's me. Hello. Yeah. I've just been really tired and exhausted doing finals. Yeah, we have a big project, team project class where we learn about how to be a good team partner, and doing projects together. Where I was in a group of two other. It was nice because they were older, but then they were had adult responsibilities too. So it's okay, I guess you'll have to do work and you'll have to party, and it's cool. So we got it done, or I got it done at 5 a.m. on Friday morning. So, and then the class started at 9, but I usually wake up an hour before. So that means, math this out, kids. I went to bed at 5:30 and woke up at 8, and then drove to school, and then had a presentation and talked about how great the project went. And I was so sleep deprived and trying trying to give like a brave face and be like, yeah, yay. And it was like, no. The project was working well. And then this is my personal project, so I'm talking about a team's project at school. So what happened was around like 3 a.m. a partner that we assigned roles enough to say like he'll work on like UI and modeling and everything, and I was like, my role was to work on animation and be a producer. And so at 3 a.m. he chose to say, hey, I'm gonna work on animation and then I'm gonna splice it with my animation so that it'll override like a minute of your work. And I was like, why? Like, why would you even want to do that? And like, why is that a good idea to do? And so I was like, please stop. And then he was like, no, I can't hear you, I'm working. And then didn't respond to my message of saying, hey, can you not do that? So he just did it. And then I was like, it's like 4 a.m. now. You know, the project is due at, I'm going to change the scale here. Project is due, you know, in like whatever hours. Like it was due at 9 a.m. So I was like, I don't think we should have time and we shouldn't be messing with that kind of stuff because we had different sequences in Unreal Engine. And I was like, hey, I can turn music on. That's too... There you go. And so we had like, yeah. So I was getting frustrated just because it's like, what are you doing? Changing things that we didn't, that's not how it works. How do you dissolve a line? This is dissolve edges. So I was like, hey, can you not do that? And he didn't listen. And I was like, but why? So, because he was like, I'm just going to work on it and then it'll be fine. And it's like, we didn't agree on any of that, you know, to do it in like that way. So I was like, please don't. And so I was like, just scrambling to like message him to say, don't do that. And he was like, yeah, I'm going to do it. And he was like, yeah, watch me. And I was like, why? So I think my dissolving edges, of course, I broke it. Okay, so I gotta bring that back and then change the scale again. So that's cool. So I've just been so frustrated and tired and sleep deprived, and I still got like 3 more classes to do to work on for finals. So I'm not quite happy in this kind of state of mind right now. So if anything's gonna go wrong in this project, I don't know what's gonna happen. So so watch out. Let's see. Hopefully you guys are doing good, Mike and Judd. Anyone else who's what's it called? Lurking? That's upside down. There you go. Yeah. What the word is in? Where is it? So in theory I could put it there. Let's see. But otherwise, yeah, it has been rough. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that in any kind of way there. So what am I doing? Grab everything. Oh, shoot, what did I do? I don't know what I was doing. How far did I go back? I mean, we did it, and it's just like, it was just the last little, like, you know, there's like the saying of like the 11th hour of changing things, you know? This was like even further. This was like the first or third hour, you know, after And I was like, okay. I felt like the meme of the factory guy. What am I doing? I'm just trying to move. Why? There. Of the factory guy being like, well, I guess we're doing, you know, we're at the cone factory, we're making a bunch of cones. And then, like, the machine spits out, like, all these cones, and then one of them is, like, a ball, and it's like, huh. The factory guy's like, oh, I guess we're doing balls now. I guess we're the ball company. Okay. You know, it's like, oh, okay, I guess we'll just change plans now. And the other, because we were like in a team of 3, his problem is that we were doing it so late that the other person was, you know, already in bed, like already sleeping. So it was like, I couldn't have enough of a veto or say, or like have the other person try and message them in some way to say, hey, please stop doing what you're doing. Or like have some sort of vote or anything. So I was like, oh, great, okay. I guess we're doing that now. Ugh. Welcome, Cookie. I just been having a horrible last couple of days. I've been sleep deprived. Yeah. I just explained it. That's my Super Mario. I'm trying to go to Godot. Yeah, I got about 2.5 hours of sleep. This yesterday. So, and then, and because I got that, I got that amount of sleep because my team project partner, one of them was like, hey, I'm just gonna change the animation that you were doing, like the files and stuff of like, because we had different sequences of the animation, and we had different tracks where I thought he would work on blockouts, because he also said like I knew how to do animation more than him, and then he was like, I'm really interested in UI for like a cutscene video kind of for like a video game, for like a fake video game. So it's really supposed to be really, really simple. Like the expectations for us were like set really, really low. So it was really just make a couple models and then put a camera in, and then that's it. You know. And so he said, hey, I'm just gonna work on audio for no reason now. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess, I mean, sure. I mean, I guess I can add stuff to it, you know, I can add more atmosphere and everything. And then he was like just going off on working on stuff on his own. Or not really telling us or like communicating enough to be like, hey guys, you know, the proper way would be, hey guys, I'm going to work on audio, what do you think? And then we say, I guess, you know, I guess that's alright. But he just kind of just worked on it. And then he was like, okay, well, I got that done. I'm gonna work on animation now. And it's like, what? Like, I was supposed to be in charge of the animation to like work on it. So I was like, hey, can you like not? And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna work on this now. And then that sequence that you were working on, yeah, I'm gonna replace the track that you had with mine. And then, because it's like 3 a.m., and the project is due that morning at 9 a.m., you'll have like no time to like change it. And I was like, or like change how it works or anything. So I was like, oh, what? So that was everything up to that point, you know, was like fine and, you know, kind of harmless. But then it was just like that to be like, hey, you know. And then like I like on Teams was like communicating with him saying like, can you not do that? And then the problem is that he was like, yeah, I'm just gonna work on it. And then he was like, huh. and then didn't listen to like when I was trying to I was like trying to yell at him basically to say please stop, or like trying to figure out like why you were doing that, and then he later like apologized like in class, but it's like none of that was really acceptable in any kind of extent. So I hope that's a turning point lesson for him, but it's like, jeez, you know. Welcome, Carlos. How you doing? So anyway, if I sound frustrated and extremely tired, that's why. So I'm just gonna be passive aggressive this whole time, so I'm not gonna go on for too long. Yeah. What do you got there? I see happy face. I'm not sure. I could use my something. How does this work? I can select the Google Translate. Yeah, it opens a whole new tab. What do you got? Russian? Did you even spell it wrong? Oh, that's great. Okay, well we got someone who might not be able to spell in a different language. Maybe? At least that's... Oh, maybe it's... Now it's saying Serbian. It's detecting Serbian. Well, I hope you understand what I'm saying of some kind. To say, I don't know what you're saying. You see a crazy piano. Oh! Okay, at least that worked. Oh, it's Brazil. Portuguese. Okay. Okay. Well, you're gonna win the, those fake internet points of, getting the, little crown for being a great person who, talks about stuff. Oh, jeez. How's there that much to say? Yo. Huh. Yeah, well, should we be quiet? I mean, like, I guess the floor is Carlos's now. Oh my. This has to be some sort of bot. Like, there's no way to type that much, right? That often. Appreciate it in some capacity. Bro has... Yeah. Bro has something to say here. Whoa. Yeah, should we time you out for, like, you know... We just want to, like, catch your breath, Carlos. Let me just get a copy of one of these. Let's see what we got. Oh, what's that? You're not doing like voice to text or something. Like, how are you doing that? Ah! How's that longer? Copying. Okay, well that big one doesn't make sense. I don't think that's related. Yeah. Cookies are a moderator. Thank you though. Yeah. How much you deleted it? Yeah, for like timeout or something. Yeah. It's gonna be okay. I'm not going anywhere. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Cookies on the case. Thank you. Okay. That's one. That kind of woke me up. Let me get some water. I get so dehydrated. Yeah, have one. Get water break. It's not LaCroix, but it's kind of LaCroix's cousin of some kind. I can't even read it. S-O-L-E-I-L. Soleil. Yeah. This is Yuzu Citrus. Okay. What do we got? I don't know. I was just trying to figure... I feel like I could move him over. Move Derpy's ball over a little bit. Or maybe this center is a little too wide, and I can fix it. Sorry, we'll get into something more interesting. I just wanted to get this to be... This is basically my only time I'm working on this, kind of... Squeeze it to be there. Excuse me. And then... Squeeze it... There. Okay. Yeah, so I wanted to talk about that I had an idea for the game. This is like way stretching it. Like this is like stretch goals basically, but it's like I have an idea. Let me write that out. More ideas in here. We load Toon Booms, OpenGL, close that. Okay. So I wanted some. So you're gonna buy hats with money. So you get money while playing the game. You get a bunch of gold. You get a bunch of bits, and then you can buy some hats. My realization is that you're eventually gonna run out of hats to buy, and then the economy is gonna be bad. Because you can probably get like a couple hundred gold if you play well enough in like one round. So then, if you play long enough, you're just gonna have a lot of money and then nothing to buy afterwards. I can make these like super expensive, you know, for like some hats. I don't know, $1 million might be a lot to ask for. But maybe like 50,000. It depends on how much gold you averagely get, so I'll figure that part out to scale it correctly. But I'm thinking like end goal of like you're not gonna be able to have anything else to use money for. So, yep, Cookies is already ahead of me. That the next idea then would be to make some sort of extra item shop where you can buy, you know, items, and then you can buy these items of some kind. You know, I don't know how many. To buy some stuff, and maybe, yeah, exactly. Great work. I don't know if they're going to be badges of some kind, because that was also my other idea, is that you would get some sort of badge that then, or sticker, whatever kind of cute thing I can do. Put them like a little, so that it'll be like permanently for playing the whole time. Then you get like, you know, whatever bits, you know, times 2 or something, or a magnet or something. How do you draw magnets? It's kind of like that, you know, 4 bits. Is that the Bitcoin? It's basically a Bitcoin. To get more money or something. Get faster and more difficult. I was thinking of having 3 different levels. So like you would select between level 1, 2, and 3. And then, you know, these be easy, medium, and hard. Yeah. Like it would like on the main menu, like be able to click on it and say, here's the main menu, and say, wanna play? You know, blah. So then you click play, and then it then brings you to which one you wanna do. Or it could be easy, medium, and hard. Or it could be kind of like the until is like, okay, you know, it's like, yay. And then more steep, and then you're like, it could be faster and more intense. And you're like, huh, I guess that's, you know, okay. And then you get a vertical drop. And then you're like, huh. And you're just freaking out, you know. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I need to like play like other mobile these types of games. Because I don't really play like Temple Run. There's the Sonic Dash one that I showed last time where it was like a level. Like it had like a world map, and then it's like, I'm gonna go to world 1, 3, and then play that. And I think it even has an ending. So it's not an infinite runner. It's just like, can you just, is it more of a score attack in that sense? Or like there's like secret items to get or something? How replayable is that level? exactly. I like had to study to see whether or not Sonic Dash uses the same level every time you play the same level, you know? Um, you know, where it's like predetermined of some kind, a pre-made level. So, um, but yeah, with this would be setting some different game rules, I guess, you know, whereas like you play level 1 and it's just slow, and then so the other idea is these types of blocks, basically these trains that I'm calling them, train carts, that have, you know, just this be one chunk of level, and then with different configurations of assets or obstacles and enemies, obstacles, hazards, and power-ups and coins and stuff. So with this method, I can change and set up a list. It says, say, level 1 contains easy, simple versions of this where it can just be one log, and then you jump over it and go yippee. And then level 2 would be faster and then more intense, where it has you have to be on to be like 2 things, and you know, just more difficult configurations of train cards, and then they have a very specific list of what it can do. And then level 3 would have like you snake it around, and then there's like one path and it's like really fast, so it's like something like that. Yeah, maybe more like you had to jump to the next, like it have like an invisible or like it'll shoot out the RNG thing. Will have like one list of like a nothing, and you have to jump all the way to another. With the speed, you'll be able to jump all the way to the other one or something. So I don't know. To me, that sounds reasonable and easy. So I don't know. With that kind of concept. Because if I have to like just be one that then does this over time, I don't know. It could, after a certain amount of, like after like a minute, I guess, or whatever scale change wise, it could transform into the higher one. I don't know. Because I was thinking like having different, you know, to play for different experiences of different people, or what they feel comfortable or something, to challenge themselves of how far. Like I'm thinking of my mom, you know, and be like, would I want mom to like play the game and then have it be easy, and then at some certain point become like ridiculously impossible for her to have fun and play through, you know? Like if it's just easy mode, then you don't have to then worry about like, okay, well, okay, so in 3 minutes it's gonna speed up, and then you're gonna have to like do all this and like, you know, like tap faster than that's, you know, you can possibly even see stuff that's happening, you know, or just have it be easy mode, and then at no point will it become like that, you know. So, and then the help of items can also do good. Other stuff like this, I don't know. Haven't really thought of every item yet. So I did have another concept. I got so much of this going on. Okay. I even made this mini game at one point, like on mobile. You like click left and right, or tap the buttons left and right, and then Derpy creates a snowball that gets bigger. And it's like, how many times can you click on your phone fast in 10 seconds? What else I gotta do? I think it's this one. Yeah, so I drew way long ago some different items. These are like items that were like in the level. So it'd be like a heart up item, or a heart down item, a baked bad muffin. Invincibility shield or something. So you could have a shield. In items. So a big bubble, yeah. Wasn't that in Sonic? You get a big bubble. As the invincibility. So, how do you spell them? So, some sort of invincibility. This is to get magnet for bits. Shoo. This is to double your money, which seems like a lot. How about put on a different sublayer, sorry. Yeah. Let's see. I think so he could bounce in it too, I think. Ooh. Ooh, Sonic. Okay. Let's see. Move that over. Move that back. Yeah, it's been item shop to be fancy. Okay. We could have like some sort of, yeah, you get a muffin to buy, and then that's heart +1. So basically you'll start out with like 4 hearts, I guess. And I guess that can either be a badge or a disposable item. I don't know. Would seem kind of powerful to have that as a badge. I'm thinking badge is like you put it on and then every single time it's always applied until you unequip it, basically. So it's like an equipable item. What was the other one? So these other ideas are so good. Thanks, me from 2 years ago. I don't know. Sorry. We could definitely have big bads as a put these into the level. Yeah. So eventually, then at that point, you might have like 5 or even more hearts if that's possible, right? Yeah, I don't think I should put a heart plus. Well, I might have to put logic to say, because I'm thinking if you're playing it through and then randomly there'll always be a chance that a heart will come out, then if you are a good player, then you would rank up hearts, and then you would just like have a whole line of hearts and be like, oh, okay, I guess you can even last super long. So if there's no heart ups, that can help. Or add logic to say, you know, if you have this many, you know, this many hearts, and if it's more than or equal to this amount, then say heart equals don't appear, kind of thing. Or have the trains that include, you know, the hearts in it to like don't use that train card or something. Something like that. So you gotta like, as soon as you add an item or something, it's like, well, you gotta think of like, if you're good, what happens as well. And if that starts to like break the game or like makes it at least less fun to me, to be like, oh no, what does that mean? Let's see. But yeah, this was my idea with the levels, to have certain modes. Yeah. I was gonna have like a secret mode too. So this is the, you know, This is the shush level, secret level. That doesn't make sense. You would have it be backwards. I went to a different sub-level. Oh no. I'm wasting so much time doing this now. Oh no. Where is it? Yeah, it's selected. Oh, I'm in different pencil mode. There you go. Okay. This seems to be like Sonic Adventure where like you beat all the levels and then like secret level unlocks and like, whoa, what's that? And that's like a weird epilogue or something. Finally get to the bottom of the mountain. I mean, that could be it. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, what do we think? So we could add more items, but I don't know. Don't have too many. Because I know that I won't have that many tats, or like, you know, I won't have, you know, Animal Crossing level of costumability, you know, that many costumes and such. So gotta think of other ways to have people things to buy stuff. What should we work on next in 3D world? Could try and make the game actually work. We could try that. There's gonna be a lot of coding. This is gonna be a 2-hour coding adventure. Let's see. Yeah. So what do we got? We got this. That's what I want. Yeah, we're going Yahweh. That's my cue all weird. Let's see. So we got a we got a box, we got a snowball. Made the game work does sound pretty productive, huh? We got a rock and we got a pair of sprite. So we could put this into a train car and then have this all come at you by being generated by a thingy. So somehow on start it has to load in a random one of these, or I guess it could just be a blank one just to get used to it, and then at a certain point time it loads the next train car and then it goes. Okay, so what we got is this. What is that? So we got that. We got this whole level thing. It's this. So I think what I do is make a new thing and then import the ground level at everything. Okay. This is the 3D ground level base. This has nothing. This will be like the one that starts always kind of thing. And this can be in our assets in background. So now we have an object basically, and then we can then do a whole bunch of stuff. We can put some code and everything else. Let's make a new one of these, put the same thing in. And this time we're gonna add in the rock object at a certain position, just like right in the middle. Like that. Okay. So now we have a new block island here. Yeah, this will work just for now. Because I think I need this thing to have more stuff where I want to add a shader or texture onto it. That's fine. It'll be fine. And then this will be I guess I should give it like IDs, so this be 0. You always start at 0, I think. So this will be, it could be the same. It's technically a, because I think I'm gonna have these be the obstacles themselves, and then have this be in the background. So I can close these as objects, go back to the level, and I should be able to then pull out my TSCN from my background with this guy. Oh, I literally just called it 0. Okay, so this is how it works. Where it's got that. See how how this object is now an object that has everything that I put into it. So it has the level and the rock in the same parenting thing. So I have to like go inside and then it has both. So it's a little weird. We're gonna call it in when we need it. So we can delete a couple of these other things. Because I don't need these. Because these exist in other areas. So if I delete them off this stage, basically here, they'll be fine. So all I need is that construction light, the snowball itself, all of that, collisions. Does have this. That's the original. See, like I made it a little bigger. Okay. So it's in the 3D level. Okay. So now I got it to be blank, and it shouldn't do anything. Would appear that we fell through the ground. So we will have to fix that. Okay. So I think I need to go back to the base here and add a collision. I think some sort of, is it a mesh? This is where it gets like, do I need a mesh instance? Do I need a collision shape? Do I need to put the mesh instance into the collision shape? See, it gets upset because now it's like, no. Please don't use this as a carry there. The shape needs to be made. Shape box. Are you happy? No, I gave it a shape. No. So I think I need an area 2D or area 3D. Parent this. There. Are you happy? Okay. And if you change the scale of this, doesn't it get upset? I thought it did. I don't know. It's a little high. It's all connected. Oh, it can't be non-proportional or something? Yeah, then it gets upset because now it's like, it's a non-uniformly scaled collision shape. So now that I just got this giant, there, okay, start over. So now I just gotta have a magnet, there you go, let's get on. It's not gonna have this going on, I guess. And then put it this way too, so it's not gotta be even larger for this to work this way. See, I kind of want it to be, you know, a little shorter. At least less wide, narrow. Get close these so I can donate these guys. All these beautiful assets I made that are not going to be used. Okay. Yeah, I need to replace this with this. Because this one should have the collision shape in it. Yeah. But I don't see... Do I see the collision shape? Oh yeah, it's really hard to see. It's this orange box. Now, it might be too high still. Yeah. I just need to see whether or not these... would appear just a little high. So what I can do is go back to Blender and then move it down a smidge. Because this is the original asset. So I can see... Huh. So this is 0, is red line. Ah! What's happening? So it is pretty low, but I guess I need to move it down. That's pretty far. Let's go another cube there. You can stretch to everything. Like that. Okay. And then re-import. Oh, boop. So that changed it. Okay. So now that orange box and then this one is still too high. You see how it's cutting like that. So go into here. And then yes. Collision shape. Position in Y. Okay. Well, it's there, and then it goes 0.2. Why didn't that move it? Maybe that's the whole boundary box of it. Maybe. Nope. Let's try again. Area 2D might be a little off too. Or this might be differently handled. Who knows? I don't. I'm gonna move you down. I'm gonna put you like... I'm gonna... I'm gonna move this up just to see. Test it, basically. Okay, so... What? Maybe the collision shape itself is wrong. I need to have it a different type of collision. So what are you using? Snowball mesh and then collision shape. I don't know why collision shapes have always been my bane of like, just like the thing that always gets me. And it's like, why is it always hard? Because I remember like every game that I always try to make, you always have to set up collisions, and it's like, I don't understand how these work. Collision. It's got a priority of 1. I mean, of course that makes sense. Huh? What's the area? It's not disabled. That's it. Visibility variant. So I can either have the mode inherent on or off. It's not telling me. Isn't there a different type of... Is there a different type of collision? Something that I used... Does it need a static body? It's probably a static body? Does it... Keep your boots like certain points, we can boost manually whatever it means. I'm gonna change it to that. I'm gonna get rid of my area 3D. I'm gonna give it a... change that. There. Play. Okay. So see, it works now. Why? Okay. So I need to add this also into this one because I don't think, because I need this. Is this the level? That's the original level. So I need to replace this with the level base. I'm adding this now that has that. Because that was the original like mesh version. This one's like the symbol version that then has everything that I just made there. So this one should work. And you are its own entity that also has its own thing going on. Where inside of you, it's just a rock. So I need to make a rock version as well. That also, because this is just a Blender import. So I need to make a new thing that has the rock 3D rock small import, and then give you the same thingies where I need you to have a static body, the static body and the collision shape 3D. Give you a maybe a capsule. Probably just a box. That is not a box. Hang on. Box. Okay. Now, doesn't that hurt the box? Wait, why can't I move this? Maybe I can change... What? Huh. So I'm gonna move you over, I guess? I'm gonna move these red little blocky things here. And then just gonna... It's part of one that's gonna be here, here, here. And then move you. Yeah, I should make this exact so gamers are like, oh no, I thought I didn't hit it. So you're an obstacle. And you're a, nope, 3D rock small. Call that the same thing. Okay. So now I can replace this rock small, because that's the Blender one, with the update with this TSCN one. and then put that where I want it. Okay. So now I got this, that's its own thing. I got this, and I got this. Nope. Okay. So, obviously this is not working yet, but at least this works. It still plays and still gameplay. We're still gaming. We're good. So what I need to do is give. Trying to think. So I need to give. Do I give the base? Because if I give the base, that's all of this, which I can change the red bits now to fit this better. Like that. Yeah. Get you. Whoa. And then get you. Okay, cool. So that's better. Probably if I got the, oh, it's the area 3D maybe. Let's see, the area or the static 3D, or why was it tall? Why is this so tall? That's weird. I guess the orange is just like the blender file scale, but that's still weird. There's nothing down here. Okay. So got that. Okay. So I was thinking is that if I have the level base here to have a script to say move. I don't know. Because I need this to move. Should I give it to you? Or would I give it to you? I'm gonna give it to you just for now. And give you the script. I already have a script, so I want to give it a specific script. So I want to give it, do I add script? No, I'm adding the node, but I want to add a node script that I already had. Attach script. How do I give it the script that I already have? Because I want to give it probably this one. No, that's the UV one. So I want to add ground 3D. That's nothing. 3D. Yeah, this is it. I want to give it this one. I want to give you the script. Oh. Did that work? If that works. Yes. Oh, we're gaming. It's coming at you. Yeah, this is slow mode. And then we fall. Yay! Okay. So, we can make that slide speed, you know, 10 to make it faster. Don't need this comment. We're true gaming now. Okay. Neat. I want to just play it again. Because that was cool. Now it's twice as fast. And I'm like, oh no! Okay. Excuse me. So, now comes the fun part of now what? So, technically, this now has the script. Or the base does. Which implies to all of that. And then that is actually this whole object scene is now nested inside of this one. And then we just added the obstacle. So it should also retain this going on. Hopefully. I guess. We'll find out. I guess, yeah, let's put both in the scene, into test level scene. So technically I should be able to now add the, this one. If I put you into the scene, well, okay. Okay, hold your horses. Jeez. Put you at 0. Change to Y. Change to Z. Put you here. What happens? We'll work on a generator next. But both of them should... Yeah! Look at that! And then I can jump. It looks like the rock is steady. Like it didn't come with it. So why didn't the rock move? Was it only applying the... It was only applying the script to the level asset-y part. So I need to somehow put... Is there anything? Extend node 3D. First speed function. Don't think this... Yeah, this is like a general thing. So I wonder, do I have to give it to every single asset? Or can I change in this one? No, because I'll be doubling it up. I can't like undo that. So I can attach the script to this, and that might work. Does that double the speed of the level? Yeah, it's working. Yeah, double the level speed. So then, what's the best way to go about that then? Because I need you to be its own, but then I need you to be its own new thing too? Because it does speed it up. Because in here, the level base has its own script. But I want it to be the same thing. But to make, I guess I could just put that on the rock instead. Like I can take this, but that means I need to put that script on literally everything. Which I guess is fine. I don't know how else to do that operation. Jump. Bonk. Okay. Collisions worked. Okay. Yeah, until I get more weird or complex with it, I guess that works moderately as intended. I can jump, I can move, I can jump to the next one, and then I can hit the rock. Bonk. So obviously we don't have any logic for hitting rock or what to do. But that works. Okay. Okay. What do I want to do next? I mean, that's already game. This be the... Might not be Sonic Dash, but at least that's what I'm thinking of just having all of these going on. Because I could duplicate this and then just move this over a certain amount. And then now I got, you know, now I got a level. This is game. So basically I just need to be in this lane and then I'm free. Zoom, zoom. That's a little far. But that works. Okay. So what is the What's the distance? It's about a square. Okay. But either way, that works. Ooh, we could put a new one. We can make a new one that has the background. I need the level base. This guy. Let's put you at 0. And then we'll add the Parasprite, which we don't have a Parasprite thingy. So we'll add a Parasprite 3D. We'll add the Parasprite.blend. Put you in here. So you're probably gonna be high up. You'll be flying. And then we'll give it the static body plus the collision shape. And then give it a box. Could be bigger, could be even a capsule. Something like this. So I want it big enough that as if like, if I have it like animating up and down, it can like try and encapsulate that. Trying to think what I want. Just have to be like the body and then like a little bit lower. Okay. So now it has all of that going on. So now that's my obstacles. Parasprite. I think I put 3D first in front of everything. Because I have 2 versions now of everything. So that's my Parasprite object key thing. This is the background one, and now we could put the object key Parasprites right in the middle. Something like that. So now I have a level 1, and we give the Parasprite the script, so they both move. And then in the main level, we have this. What if I could change this to be something else? Like, I like where it is, but I just really want to change it to be the other object. The other asset. So I'm gonna put this in this spot. I want to have it where it stands. Get rid of this, and then put this X to 0. So now we got this. If I play this, obviously Parasprite doesn't have animation, doesn't do anything, has no logic, no gaming logic. And I can jump, and I can go underneath it. I want to jump into it next, just to check. Let's see. I think the ball spinning rotation is a little slow for how fast the level's moving. But yeah, you bumped it. Okay, so in a way, I could make it be exactly the same. Create a level by doing this, and then making what was it? Load timber. So I can make an entire level that's like this, and it just goes on forever to definitive end, because that's the problem. Because I want it to be infinite, but if I make an actual level, then it's gonna have an end. But even the Sonic one had like an ending, so yeah. So I do need the generator. I need to make this, which is gonna be, to me, hard how to do. So this will be the fun part. But now that I got these kind of set up, I can just keep making 10 million version variations of these, and I can keep updating it, and yeah. So I think, how far in the distance can you see? Like, can you see? 3's pretty good. We could probably move it back if we need to. Yeah. Missed it. So we could put the generator thingy here. So we'll have to create that, but it's gonna be an invisible box that does something at a certain position. So it does need to exist at some level, right? So you have to make a thing, and it's gonna be, I'm gonna call it other until I know. Well, I guess it could just be, what does it need to be? And this is where I'm scared, so I'm gonna ask robot overlords to tell me what to do. To figure that out, because I'm not sure how to go about this part. Because I need to make a list of all things that contain this one and this one, plus anything else I create afterward. So it needs to be moddable to be able to add more onto it. And then either a timing or a distance thing, or like, I was even thinking of like having, I don't know if I over-engineer this in some way where like as these move, it would hit like some sort of gate object, or if it collides with something, then create the next one. Would that be simpler than being a timing base? Because the timing is going to be different if it speeds up. So the float of like the speed value is going to change over time. So it can't be like after 3 seconds add the next one. So it needs to have some sort of extra verification to say, yes, you can make the next one. And then based on whatever speed, then the speed itself won't change. It'd be like a positional thing. To be like, if this has moved, 100 meters past some other global point, then the RNG maker will be like, okay, then that's cleared for it to be like some sort of security guard, be like, okay, cool, you're good. Or like what those, yeah, the construction people that are like slow and go, kind of guys. Great metaphor. I need one of those guys that have like the turny signs that say slow and stop. To say I need to be stopped until a certain thing happens, like it gets to a certain position or it hits another collision gate, and then little guy can be like, okay, everything's good to go from stop to go, and then stop again. Yeah, so that's the idea. How to code that, and where I put the go and who, and yeah, that's be a new thing. And then what that new thingy is what I need to know now. Should we do this? I'm gonna have to do this in Gemini to figure this out. Okay. Let's see. So I can close. How do I close recents? There you go. Okay. So let's see here. So we did all of that. This is all my. I don't know what I'm doing. Jeez. Okay. So we'll just ask it because I don't know how to make this well enough. So what should we do? Does this work? I've never actually tried this. I don't know if this is. I always get scared. Stop. Okay. Actually, does this work? Does this work? Did it even allow it? It's not showing up. Whatever. I want new node. That's it. I can't spell. I can't type when you're watching. Oh. Spits out. Level. Level parts. Level segments. Over time. Let's see. Well, actually, this is a moving ground. So it's a shooter pin 11. Teleport the ground back to the start. Once it reaches a certain point to create a loop? Or are you spawning new ground segments as you go? Yeah, I'm spawning new ground segments as I go. Yeah. Should I ask my again? Okay. Welcome, Irish coder. Are you enough of a coder to tell me what this? Hello. Hi, guys. Who's Yoshi Greenwater? If this doxes me, I'm just gonna put this over here for 1 sec. Yeah, it does. Neat. Wow, that... Okay. I'm glad... Okay. Oh, jeez, come on. It was like, you have this email address. You live at this place. You are this person. That is your first real name. That is your government name. You go to this exact school. So... How do I delete it? I don't want to redo, I just want to... Oh well. Cool, thanks, Cookie. I want new ground segments. To spawn in as it plays. I have different level segments. Apparently I can't sell all segments. Okay, I'm just asking Gemini. Okay, I want new ground segments to spawn as it plays. I have different level segments made. 3D ground L O and one. Do I need to make a new node for it, or I gotta like add. I guess I can make a script that just does it. Like it doesn't need to be a physical node per se, but the script needs to exist somewhere, I guess. How to set this up? Question mark? Replacing the not to set this up. You need to do this code. Okay, it's just it always likes to. I did some of the personal stuff to say like, hey, I go to this school, and you know, because I'm a graphic design degree person, you know, I said I was left-handed and stuff, so it was like some weird. I get some weird responses that are like, you know, like, yeah. I don't even know what I was been asking, but it's like sometimes it just brings up like randomly, like something that's not related, and it's like, well, because you're left-handed, and it's like, oh, okay. You need to create a level manager script. I do have that, so I guess I could just add it into my. I have a game manager script, which is different from level manager. I guess I could just make that easy. So instead of moving just one piece of ground, this manager will recycle or spawn segments in front of layers. The old ones move fast. Yes. Okay. So turning segments into scenes and instance them. So I did that. Yeah, me too. It didn't even. It didn't have the YouTube link or even because I have a Yoshi Greenwater website too. It's the thing. You know, it's my portfolio website. If you go to yoshigreenwater.com, it's loading. There you go. Yeah, it didn't even link to this. It was like, hey, you know, here's your address and your government name plus your school that you go to, and like, I don't know, like your schedule. You wake up at 11, and I was like, and then didn't even say, hey, did you also know that you have a website and a YouTube and like other stuff to find out who you are? So, where I just post all my videos and stuff on this website. And some other stuff, like some other arts I did. So, check that out. YoshiGreenwater.com, all one word. Yeah. So, we need this again. Okay. You're left-handed? Wow, hey. We can high five with our left hands. And no one will stop us. Okay. Yeah. I think this is probably made up, but I want this to be real. Is that I think like in preschool I would have like watched the preschool teacher like pick up a pencil and then say, this is how you write. But I would have looked at them, you know, from across. And so I would have seen them pick up with their right hand, and I would have mirrored it to be like, oh, you put up your right hand. The way that I see it is that it's on my left side. So I would have picked it up with my left hand. And be like, okay, I get you, you know. That's probably how yeah. Yeah. So I'm just watching fully figure out what you need to help with. I try to help, but I'm not confident. Thank you. Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, if we get to here and it's like something that I don't understand, probably, that'd be good. Okay. Or probably not. I mean, left-handed goes in my family. I guess it kind of skips a generation. Some weird stuff too. Like I have someone else older in my family that is an artist. So it's just my parents that both my parents are right-handed and not artistic. But older people in my family are that. So where I got their passed on generational genes. Yeah. Yeah, so did that. Save the zero on scenes. Ensure the origin points is the very beginning of the mesh. Check. Note the length of your segments. Okay. I don't know. How do I check? It's gotta be this guy, this guy. We wonder how long this guy is, which doesn't tell me exactly. Oh, isn't there a ruler thing in here? Ruler mode. 50, what? Wait, how is it 57, 58, 51? What? So it's either 59, or if I move to the right further, it becomes 51. So around 50. Okay. Round 50. And we could always check that later. Attach this script to a plain node 3D in your main screen. This node will act as the container for your world. Jeez, okay. Position Z's correct. Add child. So only that was easy. Recycle segments. Remove the one. Oh yeah, remove the one behind the player is important. Wow, even that far ahead. So the array. This one's there. Solid segments. Recycle. Instead of deleting and create new objects, we just instead of deleting and create new objects, which can cause lag spikes on some PCs. Okay. We could just take the piece that passed you and teleport it to the very front of the line. Oh, it's kind of interesting. It's a very common industry trick called object pooling. Okay. Seamless textures. Check that it spawn tables and can control how difficult. Yes, that'll be the next step. Okay, so we'll copy this into a new node 3D, which is what I got here. So we'll have a new 3D scene, new node 3D, and this will be our level. What was it? Level container or something? Doesn't say what to call the script itself. But we're making a level manager. So this is our 3D level manager. Okay. So we'll paste in this, and then we read it to be like, wow, it has no compile errors. It's perfect. Okay. Save that. And this can go. Where can it go? It's a level manager. So it's kind of more important than some of these other ones that I have here for these things. It needs to be existing. So I could put it into the background, I guess, just for now. Oh, I didn't name it. Okay. So we'll call this the same thing. Ah! Okay. So extend the node 3D, which is this. So we're extending that. So now we draw your segment.csns into the slots in the inspector. Say what? So scroll speed. Yeah. Segment length float. Match the actual length of your mesh. So we want that to be, we'll go like 55. Initial segments imagery equals 5 segments. I only have 2. Acronym segments equals brackets. Weird. Spawn a few segments to start the game for I in range and single segments. Spawn segments I times negative segment length. Move them. How do I view? Word wrap. Move them forward into the distance. Okay. New process. So the move every active segment towards player. Positive Z. First segment global position plus equals full speed delta. That's actually moves it, which means I might need to delete the scripts that say for it to move. Essentially this, because that's actually going to do that. This is what's going to actually make it move. And the scroll speed is going to be a variable, which isn't. It's in here, and it's a very specific, but over delta time, which we found out last time, is like the ticking, how many ticks since uptime time, and because you're multiplying it, that means it can change over time. Okay, so eventually we'll just either linearly, I guess, get faster. So that creates that increase in difficulty. Check if the oldest segment has gone behind the player. If segments that size is more than 0 and segment 0 global position Z is more than segment length, okay, then do a recycle segment, which is another function down here. Spawn segment is pick a random segment from your array. Yeah. Random index, randy, percent segment scenes. Yeah, that's nice. Segment scenes is like, what is this? Segment scenes is an array of a pack scene. It's the brackets, so I need to put something into here, maybe? New segments. Initiate. Add child. Yeah. New segment, Google. Segments event. A new function, recycle segment. Remove the one behind the player. We have a new old segment. Is that a new? That's new. Pop front. What? What's this? Yellow segments is front of line. Old segments. Push it back to the end of our list. Does this actually add it into the scene? Spawn segment? I don't know. Does this need to exist in the scene too to make it work? Let's go to our test level. I'm gonna hide these guys. And then we'll see what happens. I don't think it'll work. Yeah. Because I don't think it's initiated, or at least maybe it's not in the scene. Or it's not spawning it actually into the scene itself, I think. Level manager. This guy. Oh, it's just a... No, that's just a script. That's not an actual node. I need to put node 3D in. Maybe? Huh. Good luck with your super hacker stuff. I'll catch you next week. Thank you, Cookie. We'll see about next time. We'll either do this again, or if I get the Lego set more complete, then we'll do that. So, we'll see. But might be this. Might be more of this. Thank you. Okay, yeah, take care. Hopefully you get more sleep than I did. 'Cause I did not. I want to save this as... Save scene as instead 3D level manager. Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you. Okay. So now I got this. Now I got random box here for some reason. What are you doing here? What are you? So I need to put the level manager thingy in here. This guy. Need to put you into the scene. Oh yeah, because now it's got the script, we can actually do this. Neat. Put you at 0. Okay. Now that you're in the scene, what do you do? I don't know what happened. Huh. What am I looking at? Am I in the game? Huh. Huh. Ah. Hey, look, it broke. Neat. Expected indented block. What? Oh. Oh, that was just me in the script typing those extra things. Huh. Okay. There was this I could change. So I want to add. Oh, new pack scene. Do I have a pack scene? What is that? What is scroll speed 10, segment length 55, initial segments. I don't know what initial segments mean. Yeah, something's wrong. That's great music for me trying to figure this out. Okay. So I can say it doesn't work and then try and figure it out. I'm gonna give it this and then say what do I need to do to fix it and what I don't see the meshes. Is there, I think I might. Okay, let's do before that. Let's go back to the base and then delete these scripts that tell it to do things. This is this. This level base has a script that says move. So I'm gonna try and detach the script out of this guy. And then in the other guys, the rock. This guy rock. I see you. Say branches scene. I need to detach that and the other one. This guy. The pear sprite, I need to remove the script on that guy. Because it doesn't, I didn't tell it that I was doing that exactly. I didn't attach those scripts. So what I see is the blocks here, they're not moving. And they might be too high. Because I need to explain what's happening. What do you think? What do you guys see? I see it being... Because these weren't here. Or maybe they do exist? Those might not be... They must be in the level... test level. These might exist in this area. I'm gonna delete these guys. Delete these guys out. And then see what happens. Ah, neat. Invalid access or property of key global position on base object or type no license. Where global position in this guy inside of the level manager. It's saying that it can't get the invalid access to the global position. Interesting. I'm gonna move you up first. It's like a itemized list of like the list here works where it's like you spawn in the first thing and then it spawns the next thing in. So if I move it to the top of the list, it should initiate that faster first than everything else. Okay, so now we got an actual error. So I can now say code doesn't work. Line, where are we? Line 31. It has an error. Invalid access to global positioning. Actually, just position. Yeah, that's not how you spell invalid. It's an invalid way of spelling invalid. Meshes. Well, I guess the levels aren't working. Okay. See what it thinks. I'm just seeing what it's saying. Just get it. Double check it before it says something weird. Okay, we're good. Okay. In fact, that's a couple position. Usually happens because the variable is empty now. In Godot, if initiate fails or the script tries to move the segments before they actually added to the tree, it will crash. Oh. Okay. As soon as that means active segments is empty when the process loop ends. It's usually up because the segment scenes array in the inspector is empty. Oh yeah, it is. Is that the secret to be more robust? This version includes a null check to prevent the crash and ensure segments are actually loaded. Sure. Doesn't work if the scenes are connected. Okay. Find a segment scenes array, add element twice, and drag your dinghies into it. Oh. This thing is very top down as a okay. Check the root node of your levels. Very top node, the root must be a node 3D. Sync hashes. Okay. So we'll copy this in. And then we'll change the inspector of this guy. So we need to add, gotta get rid of this. Is that right? What did it say? That's not it. Where is it? Segmented scenes? Segment scenes, yeah. Okay. Find a segment scenes array. Click add element twice. Oh, it's still playing. Stop. Yeah, okay. So we need to add, I guess we add this guy and this guy. Initial segments could be 3. Okay, and we changed something in here. Ah, it added an error, and then it's gonna have a comment. Then when it plays, if it finds it, it's gonna actually say this in the God. Hey, listen! You forgot to drag your ground scenes to the segment scenes. Listen, use vector. Right. Oh my god, it works. Oh my god, it works. I wasn't ready. I was just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I wasn't ready to play. Oh man. Ah. Okay. It's only doing the rock, which in some sense is fun. I'll have to double check to see if I'm doing the right ones. Segment length. Why is that 20? Oh, you wanted this to be 50. What are you? 0. And also 0. Let's remove that one. Add element. 3D 1. Ground level 1. No, ground level 0. Ground level 1. And I changed the size. Hey! Okay. 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 Man, I wish Cookie was here to see me now. Okay. And then we got the rock. And then it's got the parasite. Oh my god. We did it. And it's far enough. Well, actually, we could make it. I could make the levels themselves longer. Or I can have it load more than just this. But this is pretty much what I was thinking. Huh. Wow. Okay. So we're gonna change. Now I can just change things. This is, wow. Okay. So make this like 45. And then initial segment's 4. Okay. Dang. Okay. Whew. And that's working. Okay. So I could push things a little longer. I don't like how it freaks out at the end here, so I'm not sure how to change that. Huh. But yeah, I can make a whole bunch of these guys now, and then make levels. Okay. So what I want to do, scroll speed, that's the speed. Segment length, what is the segment length? Initial segments, it's, oh. I think the segments here is 5. Oops. Okay. It's hard to be random when it's just 2 of them. So let's make a third one. So just to see if we can keep adding on, basically. So that's that. So we'll make this and then pretty much duplicate this with a different formation, or we can make a hard one or something. So we'll do a new one, 3D scene. And this will be the 3D ground level 2. We add the base at 0. And then we can add our objects. So we can add maybe the 3D rock, 3D small rock, and then I can make a level. Oh my god, this is so cool. I can make an obstacle course. Let's duplicate it. So now I could do stuff like this and make a hard thing or something. Put something there. Then put something in the X location, please. And then put you way down there. Okay. And then put you in the obstacles and put you in the horizontal level. Might be a level. Two. Go back to 3D. So this is our level now. This is all we need for the level. This is all we need for the game. Just get a spawn in the level on play. So we add this, and we add this. So it's gonna load this guy. into here. And we'll see if this works. Yeah. So I need more logic or something to say, hey, please do, I see it coming. Ooh. Okay, so we got this now, so we got a regular rock, and then we got this. We gotta be, okay. So it did add that one I just added. So it is now scalable to be able to add as many as I need now. So I could just keep adding more things like this and then modifying, you know, ones to like balance it or whatever. Okay. We finally have game. I am, wow. Oh man, this is great. Okay. And this only, yeah, this didn't take too much of a coding figure out. Obviously I didn't do the coding, but yeah. Ah! Okay. So now I can just go through and start playing around and making things. Yay! Okay. Let's see. Yeah. So I can make more things. We can make tree spin. Yeah. I want to add, like, obviously there's a whole bunch more stuff to do. Like I can make the HUD. I need to make all the other stuff I was talking about. Basically this works actually. Let's see. I wanted to have it so it starts out with the first thing to load in. That works. I want the initial first level segment to be segment to be a specific that's it. What do I call it? Is this my base one? I'm just trying to get the text out of it. Wanted to copy the this text. And I can't spell specific. Oh, maybe? Nope. Okay. The TSCN. Then, okay, now I think specific's wrong. Then it uses the pool of other level segments. Okay, let that cook. Okay. So, what do we have to do? Of course, to do this, we need to add a new add export variable for your starting segment. Okay. We'll spawn that to do that one exactly one at the beginning, and then fill the rest of the queue with your random pool. Yes. I've updated logic and you're ready to handle that specific. Okay. So, this one's at the first. Okay. First segment scene. Oh, okay. First calling the spawn specific segment. Then we guarantee it. And then there's a for loop. Now it starts at 1 instead of 0. So the second segment spawns exactly one segment like ahead of the base. Wow. And then it recycles because the script just grabs whatever's over the back of the line and moves it to the front. Oh, is that what it's doing? Okay. But because this way it's random, it should sort of feel like it's random, hopefully. Your base segment will eventually cycle back around. Interesting. That's fine. To only appear once and never be seen again. Okay, yeah. You would change recycle segment to queue free. To queue free the old segment initiate to a brand new random one said. You might want to consider which method. Yeah. There's the transition between the basement. I don't know. What do you mean? So go back here. Go back to here. And change this. And then we go to the inspector. First segment scene. We need this to be here. Oh, it looks like this got reset. So that's fine. I mean, we don't have too many. So we have 0, we have 1, and we got the 2. Oops. 3. This changed. Okay. Let's see if this works. Yes. Okay. So now played that one. And then placed a 1 rock, then placed pair sprite. Looks like we got pair sprite again. And then the 3 rocks. I'm doing it that way with at least 1 in each one. It's still easy, but at least it makes you so you'd still have to do an action. No matter what. Even if it means you have to move over. Excuse me. I'm gonna see if it plays the... It's kind of like a nice repeat to have it be just a basic one, but yeah, it does kind of slow it down if it has the bass in the mixed in with the pool. I can have it be like a lower chance when it rolls the dice. I could add like atmosphere, like add fog or some sort of background too, just in case we can see what's happening or like super far away where it spawns in. But I think right now it's actually pretty good. Like the 1 point perspective of this is working pretty well. I don't know if it's getting faster. A little bit, maybe. Yeah. We'll go test this a little bit more. But we actually have game somehow, and I can change things and add more stuff. So this is great. I know the lighting's off, so I have to fix that too. I don't know if I can make better shaders, is what it's called. Shaders are weird, because it's like, are shaders more related to the actual material texture that's on the actual object? Or is it how the camera and environment itself kind of interprets the world, and like if the world itself is interpreting that material, then it has that thing going on with it? You know, you can think of like more graphical kind of games, more stylized. First one I'm thinking of is TF2, but I think that doesn't have... The models themselves are kind of designed with their textures in a certain way, with that kind of cartoony style. But then you go to like Genshin Impact and like the anime games, and you don't... They're higher poly to an extent, but like the shaders make it look like it's 2D, you know? Because like other... You know, like even Wind Waker, you can still sort of see that it's... I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah. Okay. I don't know how people make game jams. Where they can make the entire game, you know, like in a weekend. Huh. I mean, I did make this, but I already had most of the concept and everything kind of figured out. But still, this is still gonna take a good while to work on here to make this actually a real game. Zoom. Ah! You can't jump over a pear sprite. Okay. So there's no... Yeah, the only way to lose, I guess, would be to keep hitting rocks until you get hit by something. This is so weird. This is the game. Everything in the game is here. And then it's just being set up here. Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, thanks AI for having me set this up with whatever's going on here. I'm sure there's stuff I don't... Yeah, stuff I definitely don't understand. And then I can keep refining it and saying I want to change this. And then we kind of did that already. To figure things out. So, yay! Okay. How was that? You guys awake? That was so cool. Let's go Toys of Time. And then, let's see. We didn't go to Toys of Time, did we? There we go. Okay. Live action movie. The Rock is Applejack. How would she sound? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, it was April Fools. Okay. Gotcha. Let's see. Okay. Just checking something. Okay. Let's see. Well, that was fun. We actually we're more closer to actually having a game than a couple weeks ago. So that was cool. Yeah, let's just keep working on it. But yeah, I'm gonna be still busy and probably still sleep deprived for this whole next week too. So I'll sleep all that. But yeah. Okay. Everything's working right now, so I'm just just somehow happy. Okay, so I think we'll wrap it up, and then I can maybe take another cat nap, get some more food, and yeah, work on more finals. Thankfully, the project one is done, so they could just be individual and just be based on my own merit. So yeah. See you guys next week. Yeah, that is right. We'll be back next week. We'll probably work on this. Yeah, I hope you guys... I didn't talk about Tomodachi Life. Yeah, I feel like the elephant to address. I don't know. I think I outplayed Tomodachi Life on 3DS so much that then I feel like I kind of did everything. I'm sure like the new features in HD and everything's gonna be cool, but I don't know. Wasn't really that like, ooh, I need to get this, you know, that's exciting. It's exciting, but not really for me, at least right now. I'm still, you know, only like in level 2 in Pokopia, so it's like I just kind of start to, you know, I'm getting older, and it's like, I just want to play one thing at a time or something, or just kind of, you know, see how I'm doing and be like, okay. But right now I'm working on homework, so I just got to work on that, and then once that's kind of more set up, then I can get that all dusted. Oh yeah, next week is the final week, but I only have like one class to actually go to in class on campus, so I don't have to, yeah. I have like 5 classes and it's like only one of them had to go on Tuesday. So it's gonna be a little weird. We gotta do still like 3 or 4 more class homeworks and finals to do. I finished a couple. I finished 2, so that makes me happy. So I can just really dial in. Yeah, I said to the professor that's like, man, this school is like way more intense and like way more, you know, more stuff to do in a week that's expected of us than an actual job. Like an industry job is actually easier, you know, than going to school. Like you're really cramming. It's just like so much, you know, weekly projects, you know, 5 weekly projects, you know, and it's just like so much expected of us to like do really, really high quality work for every type of, you know, you're doing more disciplines than you would be. You're being exposed to so many different types of arts and techniques and stuff that you more or less might not be using, you know. Eventually I think there is like a that actual dedicated like character designer class, but yeah, so right now the first half year is just, can you draw a box and, you know, actually have realistic shading techniques, or like how to draw draftsman techniques first, you know. You got to build the foundation of the house, you know, kind of stuff, how lights and colors and stuff work. And that's been a lot. And then it'll probably just slow down, where then you'll just kind of work on projects, and then it's just expected that you know light logic, you know. From there, so. So yeah, like I said, we'll probably do this again with the game here. We'll probably work on the ones that I alluded to or started to brainstorm how to figure stuff out. Probably next week then. I'll try to work on the Lego. The Lego, I didn't work on it this week. The Mario Yoshi Pixel 1 Lego set. I didn't work on it this week, but I worked on it last week a little bit. And I got Yoshi's kind of bottom half. Got up to like his little shell, a little bit of his neck. I got the arm. So the last couple steps and bags are like Mario. So I'd have to like pretty much complete Yoshi first. And then do Mario. So we might go back and forth between game and Lego. I guess for the next month or so. So until next game on my radar is actually Rhythm Heaven Switch. So yeah. That's my next, like, ooh, maybe Rhythm Heaven. That sounds fun. I'm always way more interested in Rhythm Heaven than the Me ones, I guess, like Miitopia. I didn't even play Miitopia. My dad got Miitopia, I think, on his 3DS. And then it came out on Switch, and I was like, customizational stuff looks too, a little too complex. Then I was like, I don't know. It's a weird Final Fantasy RPG kind of gameplay. I was like, how in-depth is it? That I wasn't really interested. Either way, I think we're good here. Well, thank you everybody who joined. Hope it's always fun. At least it's just fun to like hang out with you guys. So thank you guys. Yep, we'll be back next week with more fun adventure-y stuff. Alrighty, thank you. You take care, guys. Yeah, take care of your health. You know, don't be like me, where you get like 2 hours of sleep. Yeah, I'm probably not built different, but it's just like I got so cranky that I had real crash out because of the team partner. But we made up. We apologized. But it was like, why? You know, I felt like the rug was taken under me. That then it was like didn't feel like a cooperation. There was no collaboration to the decisions. So yeah, I was like, wait a minute. So, but that's all done. That's all finished. We could do a little bit of a retake, but I don't think it's gonna really matter. Like, I think I rendered the video and like some textures were like missing for some reason, but they play in the engine, so it's like, I don't know. So like, we'll probably try and rerun it, re-render it. But if it doesn't work again, then I'm done. Want to move on. onward and upwards. And yeah, thank you guys. We'll be back next time. More stuff. Okay, I already said that. Thank you. All right, bye-bye. Yeah.